So here we are, we're at the final video on self-esteem, and here I'm going to address purpose. There are many other facets to self-esteem, but I've decided to stick to these 8. And of course, this one is important because we all want to know what's our purpose. So let's dive in and find out. Hi, I'm Jen Joseph, releasing your confidence. Okay, so purpose is a kind of amorphic subject because a lot of people will talk on it, but when it comes down to it, and someone is seeking and they're saying, please give me a formula so that I can work to find out my purpose, everything falls apart then, because purpose well, if we were all perfect, that would be wonderful. But purpose is an internal, intrinsic part of our identity. Now, often you'll hear people ask you, what's your big why? Who am I to fall out of convention? But I don't like the why. I like my reason, or I like my because, but to me, why takes you in a never-ending circle. So I would say, what is your raison d'être, your reason for being? And we tend to find our reason for being in the thing that pulls our attention, the thing that we focus on. And mark you, that thing is not always static and stagnant, because there may be a period for that particular purpose, and when that's complete, because people are not trained on purpose, they'll think, oh, that's my life over, when that's not. It means that you're now ready for another purpose. For example, when I was young, my body had a purpose. It could have children. Now I'm older, that purpose is complete. So now I could do something else. Okay, let's move on anyway. So purpose, or raison d'être, is I am here to fulfill this need in me to deliver and serve others. So in a nutshell, that's where it's taking us. Why is purpose important? Well, if we don't have purpose, we move in circles. We just meander. We just become nomadic in our life. We have no particular purpose, no particular reason. We sit down, make camp here, we get up, we move on again, we make camp, we get up, we move on again, we make camp. Sometimes we don't even get up. Sometimes we never sit down, we just keep wandering. But purpose brings us to a position of satisfaction. It brings us to a point of delight. It brings us to a reason for committing ourselves, getting up in the morning or staying up late at night and just being totally focused on a thing. So you can see that purpose is different to a why. It's a why we get up, but purpose is a reason for us being in that thing or doing that thing or just being. Purpose is useful, and let's just break this down to its simplest factor. It prevents boredom, simply. Now, if it's preventing boredom, the mind cannot become stagnant, it cannot become ill. So it also would prevent us from falling into states of malaise or sadness or sorrow or self-pity. Those things would not occur that simply, that easily, because the mind has a purposeful occupation. Purpose is a way of adding value. Because we're here for a short time, so why not just live our purpose? You know, some people will have one in that they are they are geniuses in a particular area. And so they need all of their resources just to be in that area of genius. We don't expect them to do anything else. But there are other people who are on not such a complex level, and their purpose is so fulfilling that they make life so comfortable for everyone else. But no matter what, purpose is about serving. It's about service. And serving and service is not about us lowering ourselves and saying, "Oh, poor me, I'm humble, walk all over me." No, not at all. Serving is about saying, "This is my contribution to you." Now, the way that purpose also shows up is it's commitment. It shows up in that level of loyalty, of determination. And sometimes we want to feel really committed to something. I mean, if you're a student studying, you want to be committed to your studies. But because you haven't got a purpose, because the courses you're studying are not relevant to you, they don't trigger anything into you, it becomes very hard to be loyal to that. For example, if, say, you're on a journey to improve your health or your weight or anything that you want to improve, without a purpose behind it, a reason for the goal that we're aiming after, it doesn't happen. We fall, we fail, and then we start to beat ourselves up. Each one of us has a purpose. And that purpose we will generally find when we look at the things that we tend to want to pay attention to most. And when we find that we're paying attention to that thing, the work becomes easier. We know that we're heading in the right direction for our purpose. Okay, this is the end of my discourse on self-esteem. I hope that you've enjoyed it. But, one thing I would ask of you, if you would care to subscribe to this channel and also, hit the like button so that YouTube gets to understand that this has value to others, I would really appreciate that. I'm aiming for that 1,000 mark. But more than anything else, it's to serve people like you, to put information out that is of value to others and to just help as you go along your journey in life. Well, I'm Jen Joseph, releasing your confidence. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.